Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is actually my first video. New channel, new me. Who dis? Anyway, Super Teenager Beast Mechanical Dragonyan Man Combiner. I hope I said all that right. But anyway, let's check it out. Now, if you want one of these, you just gotta head over to ShowZ. That's where I found mine. First up, we have the Ankylosaurus Land Raid Warrior. Second on the box is the Raider Warrior. Stegosaurus, no! Now the third Dinobot on the box that we all know and love is Grimlock, but in this case his name is Flame Samurai. Over to the right side of the box we have the Triceratops Slag, which is Bullet Warrior. The last dinosaur on the box is the Halberd Warrior Brachiosaurus, or you may know him as Sludge. Then we check out the internal box that the figures came in. It's got great artwork on the side, the Beast Mechanical on the right, and on the back as we flip it around the artwork continues. Big nice artwork on the back here, looks great. Beast Mechanical again, the font looks awesome for the figure. We have Dino and Robot mode for each Dinobot. Now when I ordered this it was $40 converted to about $50 odd Australian. This is definitely worth it. As we get into the articulation, the arms don't have much. They can go out to about there. The instructions were very unclear, but there's actually a little peg that you gotta try and like get in on either side for the combiner arms to actually attach. Now as I take the sword out so I can actually like get in here, it kinda has an arm rotation. It gets to about there before it locks in. Now for the rest of the arm rotation, it can go about that way forwards, that way backwards, not very much. That way inwards and outwards, and as you can see the peg has actually come out and it's just hanging there now. With the head rotation we've got left and right pretty good, but there is no up or down. As we get into the legs, you can go about out that far. They're pretty flexible. If we, not too much forward and back. Left and right, pretty good. Move the arm out of the way. Get it all the way up, 90 degrees, and get him doing the splits. That's what we love. Now, as we have a closer look on the side here, his side profile, you can clearly see the head of one of the arm Dinobots, and then as we go to the back, you can see all this like open spaces in the legs, which isn't great. Would have been good for some filler, but that's also where the other Dinobots kind of like hide and where the Grimlock parts go and attach to the leg. On the other side, you can see the head again. Give it a good little wiggle. But yeah, spread them out. Got to get the legs right. Now, as we check out his combiner mode sword, it is a nice red. It's pretty flexible. It is sharp on the end, so be careful if you do pick this up. Could do some serious damage. Could take out quite a few Decepticons. Now, he wouldn't be a true combiner if his robots didn't have their own accessories in their own little box. As we quickly go through these accessories, we have two of these little accessories. I'm not sure what they are. They're weapons of some sort. Please let me know in the comments down below. I'd appreciate it. Pretty nice. You dual wield those. Next up, we have a blaster. Now, there's two of these blasters. Both pretty much the same. Both black, made of plastic. And then we have a nice assault laser gun thing. Also pretty cool. A sword. Stabby stab. Nice sword. And last is an axe. Very nice, very nice. Alright, now as we get into the disassembly of the combiner, we'll do this arm first, his right arm first. It's actually like kind of hard to get in there and get on. Like the peg is in a very awkward position. It's just it can be a very not painful, just annoying to get on. It's nice when it's on because it keeps the combiner on. But the two pegs, like the one that came out earlier, that comes out fine. It's just this other one that you'll see. See the little knob at the top of the shoulder? Yeah, that's the one that you gotta like put in. Now as we check out this arm and hand, there we go. Nice little claw hand type thing. It's very, yeah, you can tell that that's more of a robot than an actual arm. And yeah, that's where the peg goes in, and then on the combiner you can see the little knob sticking up there. Now with this other side, same deal. Now as we get into taking off his legs, they're just held on by pegs. As you can see, there's the little peg holes they'll go into, 1, 2, and 3, and then the pegs are on the torso leg part, the thigh, sorry. Now as we check out the other leg and close up of it coming off, it just comes off the 3 holes, the 3 pegs. It's very simple. Legs are pretty much the exact same. Again, like the arms, the dinosaurs are pretty much the exact same, just slight variations. Now with the torso, I very like it. It's got a Batman head, nice red and gold chest plate. It's just very nice. I liked it. Okay, now as we get into the transformation, first up is the torso, which is the Grimlock figure. It was very hard to understand the instructions, and online it was very confusing as well. But essentially, we take off all these parts and pieces, like all this shielding and plating that comes off very nicely. It's got a lot of nice detailing all over it. Alright, now we can bring this out, flip out the normal head, flip in the Batman head so it's inside the chest cavity. Rotate the arms around and straighten them out. Rotate the legs around. Flip that piece down, and so that the peg goes into the joint. And snap it in. And then this part in the instructions, it didn't say that you had to pull it out, so I was very confused. And then you just snap it, condense it back in. The other arm, straighten it out, peg it in, rotate it around. That's essentially it, and that's the Grimlock done, essentially. Alright, put him out of the way, and let's do one of these other figures. One of the feet. Now, just rotating this around, flipping that up, I believe. I'm actually a little bit confused. Arms just go out to the sides so they're out of the way. Okay, I've gone away and like really thought everything to do with my life, and I figured it out. So you pull this out, it's really tabbed in there. Pull it up, pull it around, and that's the back of the robot. You like pull the tail pit down and see pegs in nearly perfectly there. Spin it around. Look at that. Bring the arms down. Flip out the fists. On both sides. Spread the legs apart. They're nicely tucked in there like that. And voila. Moving on to the next one, guys. It's exactly the same thing. I can actually show you the whole process this time because I know what I'm doing. I'm going to flip around these arms. First, I'm going to untab it, fold into back, fold the legs up, put them into the little slot peg, fold the legs around, spread the legs. Note that the head's really tight. There we go. Spread the legs. That's it. we're not going to worry about the hands at the moment because I have forgotten. Now, as we move on to the first arm, going back to robot mode, the top's basically done. It's just the legs here. Got to figure out how to put it all back together. Once again, instructions were very unclear. I kind of winged it every time, the first couple of times. And I keep forgetting. It doesn't seem that complicated, but it got very complicated. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just fiddling around to get all the stuff out of the way, essentially. Now to go back to the other side, doing this pretty much the exact same thing. A lot of it just sits there. There are pegs for some joints, but like the legs just kind of fold in, sit there. Nowhere for them to peg in. That's essentially that one done and into robot mode. Got to remember the fist. Got to pull out the fist on both sides if they want to come out. There we go. Both fists are out. And look at that. I remembered that I forgot the fists on the other one. There we go. Fists on all the robots. I'm showing you where the fist is, and there we go. Clicked it out of place. Clicked it into place, out of place. Anyway. Now onto the last arm, converting it into robot mode. Again, exactly the same as the last one. It's essentially all in the feet, all in the legs. I'm gonna rip it apart. And same thing again, it does get very complicated on how it's supposed to all fold in. The instructions were very unclear. Folding out the fists. If they want to come out. Yep, there we go, there's one and two. There we go. And there's all 5 robots. Looking snazzy. Quickly go over their individual robot accessories. This guy has an arm shield and the axe and a shoulder blaster that can only go straight up according to the instructions. Same with this guy, same type of shoulder blaster, shield, and he has the sword. Very scary. And of course the middle one, Grimlock, he has the extra big sword and his double blaster thing. And he likes to take everyone out with him. You just want to just stand there nicely and look pretty, please. It's not your turn anymore. Second to last, he has an arm shield and a blaster. If wants to focus, doesn't want to focus. There we go. And then the last individual robot has these 2 blade things. Quick comparison, we have Bumblebee from Rise of the Beast. This is the Studio Series figure. Next we have RC from Rise of the Beast. This is also the Studio Series figure. Lastly, we have Optimus Prime from Rise of the Beasts. This is his Studio Series figure. That's all from me with this video. Make sure to subscribe as I'll be posting more frequently. See ya!